Hi everybody, it's Emma here from Easterkins. I hope you're doing really well and that you had a fantastic Christmas, and Happy New Year to you all. So today I'm going to be working on some handmade rompers. You can see some of the ones that I made over the Christmas period here, but I've had a lot of questions from customers asking if they have a snap crotch for nappy changes. The ones behind me on the rack, they don't. And I thought today I would actually make some with the popper closures in the crotch area and basically see how they go. So I've cut out a size 0 to 3 month that I'm going to make up and see how it goes. It does take a lot longer to do these because as well as having to interface the top straps, I have to interface the popper closure on the legs, and my stabilizer, my interfacing, it works better when it's left to cool. So it takes like 30 minutes to fully cool. So the heat press is on at the moment, heating up to be able to do that. I've cut out all the pieces for this test one, and because of the amount of time that it's going to take, obviously extra, the prices of the snapped crotch closure is going to be more. I'm going to have to add more on for time, obviously materials as well. So they're going to be kind of a trial run, and if people love them, then fine, they can stay. But if I find that they're sitting around for months and months and months and months on end, then I'm just going to like not bother and just stick with the ones that are that have no poppers in the crotch. I'm going to be making some more of this design, and this one is an absolutely exclusive design to me. It's been designed by Mim Gibbs of the Dragon's Kitch. She's an absolutely amazing illustrator, and these dragons are all her own illustration. And I'm hoping in the future to be able to work with Mim to create some more fabrics. At the moment, this is the only one, and I'm the only person to have this. So I really love how bright and colourful it is. This is a 0 to 3 month, and this one here is going to not have the popper closure. So this one is going to be suitable for cloth bum babies. Now, with all my items, I do pop on a little label which has what the product is, the age, the fabric composition, but also its manufacturer number. So every single item will have its own individual number when it's made by me, so that the literally everything on here, from the poppers to the interfacing that's under the poppers, the fabrics, they're all traceable back to a particular batch. So if there were any problems, I'd be able to say, okay, so XYZ person had a product from the same batch that has a flaw, and then I could contact you directly. So if you do order something like this, do keep this tag and pop it somewhere safe, because if there was a problem, then I would need the code that's on here that says manufacturer number. But that is just something that I do, and it's for complete transparency and traceability. So this is the cute little dragons, and this one is going to be going into GOTS, which is Global Organic Standard Textiles. This one at the moment is not. This is standard 100 Okotex. But I do have another batch that's coming that is going to be organic. I've also got more of this one coming. Now, this is the fabric that I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to actually try to do a snap crotch on a 0 to 3 month in this design. So when I'm done, hopefully I can show you that, and you can let me know whether you prefer it with or without. A lot of you have absolutely fallen in love with the Galaxy one, which is this one. This fabric is so popular at the moment. It's so bright, it's so soft. This again is cotton lycra, this particular one, but I literally put an order in yesterday for a new print run on this, and this is going to be done in organic as well. So going forward, I'm changing all of my fabric to organic. So this fabric won't be back in stock probably until early March, but you know, it is super duper cute. And if you go onto the website and you can't, you know, you want a size that's not available, then if you click on it, it comes up with a box that says, you know, alert me when this product is available. If you put your email address in there, as soon as I have stock of that particular size, I can then get in touch with you and let you know so that you can pop on and order it if you so wish. But anyway, the heat press is now done. So I'm going to get off and get the interfacing on. And then I'm going to cut out maybe another size in the cute little dragons fabric and maybe do a crotch popper with that, or maybe I'll do a couple of larger sizes. I haven't decided yet. So see you in a few minutes, hopefully, and I'll try and put some footage in of me actually sewing up these rompers so you get more of an idea of how they're made. And I'll pop some photos in as well of the completely finished article. So here we go. Let's go. See you in a bit. Everybody, so I've actually finished the romper. It's this one just here, and it was a little bit longer than I expected it was going to take. Basically, I was a bit of an idiot and I actually put the poppers on the wrong way, so I had to then take those off and put them back on again. Now, if you've ever tried taking off one of these cam snaps, it's an absolute nightmare. So I did have to, you know, spend about 40 minutes taking off half of the poppers. So I will show you it. It's on one of my trouser hangers because I've run out of normal ones, so I need to order more of those too. So here it is. It's in a 0 to 3 month. As you can see, I had to use a drill to drill them off, so not ideal. But yeah, this is the popper bottom, and basically what I've done is the ones that are on the back, if I open one up, so this one on the back I had put the opposite way round, so it didn't actually fold in onto the leg when it was done up, so I had to redo that. So this is a 0 to 3 month. The fabric itself is absolutely fine. There was no damage to the fabric at all. I just needed to weaken the prong. If I show you what I mean, I have some snaps here. So basically every set is made up of 4 pieces. So you'll have a male and a female of these snaps, and basically you have this prong. I don't know how well you can see it. There's this little prong here. Let me see. Yeah, there's a prong right here, and that gets pushed in with a special pliers, and then this is the female part, so it sinks in, and then you have the male part, which has like a pokey out bit. And again, you have to press the, so if I just pop this on, it won't secure, but basically it does this. And I had squashed this prong in, so I had to drill into the back of this to take out that prong that had been squashed. So it did take a little bit of time, and obviously I went quite slowly because I didn't want to damage the actual fabric underneath, because otherwise that would have meant starting over again and wasting fabric, and I'm against that at all costs. So yeah, it took a hell of a lot longer than I hoped that it would. But I do know for next time now to be on my guard for making that mistake again, and just making sure that I flip the back part of the snap placket in, so that when I go to put the snaps on, I don't get them wrong again. So I'll pop a little note on the pattern about that, because it's such an easy mistake to make, but it can take an absolute age to get these snaps off. As with all new snaps, I will be putting in with every single one of these a little note about the poppers. When you first put the poppers on, they can be quite tight and quite stiff. So if I show you, take it off the hanger. So at the minute, let me just turn that off. Right, so basically, at the minute, the poppers are quite new, so you have to support them, and I support them like this so that they pop off easier. If you try to just rip, then you can actually rip the whole material off the popper when they're very new. As they get used, they will get easier to open. So it is something to be aware of. And this is with all kinds of these poppers. You know, they're put on by hand using a specialist tool. But as with everything new, sometimes it just needs a bit of support. So what I would say is, when you do get a new romper, just be gentle with your snaps. Now, obviously on this one, you've got extra snaps in the crotch area. So there we go. So you will have more snaps in there, but you know, you do have to be cautious with them. Treat them gently. Don't go trying to rip them apart. You will break your romper. So let them bed in, let them get a little bit easier to open. After a few washes and stuff, they'll get easier. And hopefully you can enjoy your rompers. So I'm going to call it a day here now with the rompers. I've got a really bad headache, and I think it's just because I was overthinking everything. So I'm going to just shut everything down and get into the house, have something to eat, and cuddle up with my dog, and just have a relaxing evening. Plan is to try and maybe get a few more of these made in different fabrics, see what I've got available, and just test the waters really, and see whether or not you prefer the snap placket, or whether or not you prefer the ones without. So that's one without. That's one with. They are going to be more expensive if you opt for the popper version, and that's just because it does take much longer. There's a lot more preparation. There's a lot more sewing involved in regards to, obviously, instead of just sewing this shut like with this one. Basically, this one, I sew this and the inside and the other side all together in one go, and then I just add the cuffs, and then it's done. I just have to add 2 poppers to the straps. With this one, I've got to cut obviously 2 extra pieces. I then where I would sew normally down here and straight back up, I don't. I now have to sew down. Then I have to sew the other side. So same on the other side. Then I have to put the cuffs on in the flat, which is easier. You know, it is. It's easier than trying to stretch something that's straight into a circle. But then you have to obviously get the placket cut, prep the placket with your interfacing, then sew it on. So you have to baste it, because if you don't baste it, it doesn't work very well. It moves and it's a pain in the backside. So I always baste mine, and then I overlock. And then of course, once that's done, you've got to press to make sure all your seams lie flat. And then the last thing I do is add my poppers. Now on this, there's 7 on the snap placket on this size, which is 0 to 3 months, plus the 2 on the top. So that's what, 9 snaps, and they have a male and a female part. So 18 things to apply on top of, instead of only having to apply 4. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. Leave a comment and comments. You know, I'm more than happy to try and answer any questions if you do have any questions. And yeah, if you want to see more of this kind of content, then please do consider subscribing and ringing the bell, which will let you know when I put a new video up straight away. Or if I decide to do lives in the future, you'll get notifications of those too. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to bid you farewell for this evening, and hope to speak to you again soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.